Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast. So today we're going to dig into some stuff on Windtree Therapeutics. You sent us a bunch of information on them, like their stock price, what the analysts are thinking, their drug pipeline, even a new partnership they've got going.
Looks like a lot to unpack.
It really is, and we want to help you, the listener, make sense of it all.
Yeah, so you sent over some background, too, on Windtree, right? It looks like they're focused on pretty serious stuff like respiratory distress syndrome and also acute heart failure.
Definitely some critical health issues. And there have been some major developments lately, too.
It seems like there's always something going on with biotech.
It's a fast-moving space, for sure. Okay, so we've got to talk about this stock price roller coaster ride.
Oh, yeah, definitely some big swings.
Back on March 19th of this year, it was at like $1.69. But then, more recently, it jumped up to around $2.84. That's almost a 70% increase.
But that's not even the whole story.
No, it's not.
What really caught my eye was that in the last 24 hours, it's gone down by over 6%.
So it's like up and down and all over the place.
Exactly. And this is what we mean when we talk about stock volatility. These rapid changes happen all the time, especially with a company like Windtree.
Definitely something to keep in mind if you're thinking about investing. Now, another thing that happened, which might seem a little confusing, is the reverse stock split.
Yes.
Windtree did a 1-for-50 split back in February. For our listeners who might not be super familiar with this kind of move, can you explain what it means?
Sure thing. Imagine you have $50 bills,
Okay.
and then you trade them in for one $50 bill.
Gotcha.
It's kind of the same idea with a reverse stock split. The company takes a certain number of existing shares, in this case 50, and combines them into a single new share.
So why would a company choose to do that?
Well, sometimes a company's stock price drops too low and stays low for a while.
Uh-oh.
And this can be a problem because stock exchanges like Nasdaq have minimum price requirements.
So if a stock price drops below that minimum?
The company risks being delisted from the exchange, which is not good. It makes it tougher for them to raise money and investors might lose confidence.
I see.
So by doing this reverse split, Windtree is trying to boost their stock price back above that minimum and stay on Nasdaq.
Basically, a way to play by the rules of the exchange.
You got it.
Now, let's shift gears and talk about the actual therapies that Windtree is developing. The information you sent mentioned some key developments with their drug, istaroxime.
This is where things get really interesting.
Definitely.
The results of their phase 2b seismic study on istaroxime are super important. This study is looking at how well the drug treats cardiogenic shock. Have you ever heard of that?
I have. Isn't that when the heart suddenly can't pump enough blood to the body?
Exactly. It's a really serious, often life-threatening condition.
So if istaroxime proves effective in treating cardiogenic shock,
it could be a huge breakthrough, absolutely. And that's not all they're doing with istaroxime. They just filed a new patent application for derivatives of the drug. These derivatives are designed to prevent something called myocardial arrhythmias, which are basically irregular heartbeats.
So they're looking at multiple ways this drug could be used to treat different heart problems.
It's a really exciting area of research.
Now, shifting gears again, there's this partnership with Evofem Biosciences. It seems Windtree will be sourcing PHEXXI, an FDA-approved hormone-free contraceptive gel. How does this fit in with everything else they're doing?
It's a strategic move for sure. They're basically stepping into a whole new market, women's health. And not only that, they're tapping into an existing revenue stream because PHEXXI is already approved and available.
Ah, so this partnership could bring in some cash while they're still working on their own drugs.
Precisely. Drug development is expensive and takes time. This agreement could provide some much-needed financial stability while they wait for those big breakthroughs with their own therapies.
Makes sense. It's like diversifying their income.
Exactly. Okay, so we've got this volatile stock, promising developments with their drugs. What do the analysts think about all of this?
Well, despite the ups and downs in the stock price, the analysts seem pretty optimistic.
Yeah. And you have to remember that in biotech, analysts are always looking for companies with potential to make big impacts. The information you shared mentioned a potential upside of over 136%.
Wow, that's a pretty significant potential gain.
It is, and it probably reflects the overall growth potential of the biotech sector, especially when you have successful trials and FDA approvals. Windtree is focused on these critical care areas where a breakthrough could be a really big deal.
Okay, so potential for growth, but also a lot of risk. Yeah. Let's talk about the technical analysis you sent over. What does that tell us?
Well, it shows the current stock price is around 284, and they mentioned that 68% jump we discussed earlier, but it also highlights that recent 6% drop.
Right, the volatility we talked about.
They use the term speculative rally, which basically means there's been a rapid increase in price, but it might not be entirely based on the company's underlying value.
Okay, so it's like the market's getting a bit ahead of itself.
Possibly. The tricky thing is, the information you sent doesn't include some key technical indicators, like the 50-day and 200-day moving averages, and the relative strength index, or RSI.
So we're missing some pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah. Without that full picture, it's hard to give a definitive technical assessment.
But they do give some sort of general recommendation, right?
They do. Given the recent price swings and the missing data, their suggestion is to hold. Basically, just sit tight and see how things shake out before making any big moves.
So kind of a wait-and-see approach.
Right. They did mention that if the RSI dips below 70 and the stock stabilizes above a certain support level, it might be a good time to consider buying.
Interesting.
And on the flip side, if the RSI goes above 70 or the stock drops below recent lows, that might signal a sell.
Okay, so there's some specific things to watch for. But overall, it's probably best to be cautious for now.
That seems to be the consensus. And it's always important to remember the risks with biotech companies, especially those still in development stages.
For sure. What specific risks did they mention for Windtree?
One of the big ones is, clinical trials. If istaroxime or any of their other drug candidates don't perform well in trials, that could really hurt the stock price.
Yeah, it makes sense. Investors get spooked if a drug doesn't work out.
Absolutely. And there's always the general market risk, too. Even if Windtree has some great news, the stock price could still go down if the overall market is having a bad day.
So there are a lot of factors at play.
It's definitely a complex landscape.
Okay, let's wrap things up. So based on everything we've talked about, what's the takeaway?
So I've got Windtree Therapeutics, a company with some interesting drugs in development. They've been experiencing some stock volatility, partly due to a reverse stock split.
Right, but they've also got this promising partnership that could generate revenue.
Analysts seem optimistic about their potential for growth. But the technical analysis suggests a more cautious hold approach for now.
And we can't forget the risks inherent in the biotech world, like clinical trial failures and general market fluctuation.
Exactly. Investing in this sector definitely requires some careful consideration.
Well, I think this has been a really helpful deep dive into Windtree Therapeutics.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully our listeners have a better understanding of what's going on with this company.
I hope so, too.
If you'd like to delve further into Windtree or other companies, don't hesitate to send us your questions and requests.
We love exploring these topics with you.
And as always, we appreciate you tuning in to Investing Talk Podcast.
Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. We'll see you next time.